Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something that I see coming up a lot. As a parent, as a mom, we spend a lot of time second guessing our decisions. Are we making the right choice? Are we doing the right thing? And the truth of the matter is that sometimes as a parent, we don't know what the right thing or the best decision for our children is until time has passed, until we've tried it, until we've done something. And then we realize, okay, this is working, or okay, it's not. As a mom, sometimes I feel like I need to know all the answers and I have to make all the right choices. No doubt you feel the same way. But today I want to talk about a question that I've been seeing in multiple places, and I feel like I need to add my 2 cents to the answer. The question is about when your child doesn't like homeschooling. Okay, so we're going to talk about homeschooling and the decision of whether your child should have the only choice or the only say in whether they homeschool or not. So I've been reading things such as I sat down and talked with my kids. One of my children want to return to public school. They're miserable. They really want to go back. Should I let them? And I find that kind of question is one of those questions where everybody has an opinion, but I feel like the parent is asking the wrong question. Because the truth of the matter is that you're homeschooling for a reason. And whatever that reason is, it was good enough to start homeschooling. Should you stop? Should you go? Keep going? Keep pushing through? Well, that depends on the situation. I think the question we need to ask is, what's best for our child? And then make the decision based on that. Because the truth is, our children don't always know what's best for them. So, one thing that I recommend is that you reconnect with the reason you're homeschooling. Does that reason still stand today? Have things changed? Perhaps you homeschooled because of a bully in the school, and then you moved, and that bully is no longer there. And if that's the only reason you're homeschooling and that reason isn't there anymore, maybe public school would work. Sometimes we give our children more say over certain things than others. So let me give you an example. Sammy comes to you and says to you, I'm going to have cake for supper, chocolate cake. And you say, okay. Because really, chocolate cake for supper once isn't going to hurt them. Could be fun. It's a nice change. Why not? You're celebrating. You're celebrating that you made it through the day. You're celebrating that you have chocolate cake in the house to begin with. So you have chocolate cake for supper. Sammy comes to you and says, Mom, this was so good. We're going to have chocolate cake every day and I'm never going to eat anything else. Now what do? Do you say sure? Probably not, because you know a few things as a parent. One, chocolate cake isn't enough. There's not enough nutritional value in it to keep your child growing and healthy for the rest of their lives. Two, they're probably going to get sick of it really soon. So you make the best choice you can as a parent. You say no. Am I saying that if your child comes to you and says, Mom, I really want to return to public school, you should say no? No, I'm not. What I'm saying is, I think you should consider a couple of things. One, what is best for your child? Not the child down the street. Maybe all your friends are sending their children back to high school. That's a big deal. A lot of people stop homeschooling at high school. They send them back to public school. Okay, great. Let them. You decide what's best for your child. The second thing I would encourage you to do is find out why. What's the reason your child doesn't want to be homeschooled anymore? Depending on your child's age, what they say could be a wide variety of things. It could be something really simple, such as they want a backpack. All their friends are getting backpacks. It's really cool. They want one too, and they figure the only way they're going to get it is if they get on a bus in the morning. Well, you can fix that. Simple shopping trip, and they have a backpack, and they're happy. Crisis averted. Maybe they want to study something that all their friends in public school is studying. Maybe they want friends. So these are things that you can change your homeschool program. You can decide to study something else. You can include them in the choices depending on their age. Letting your children have a say about what they study is a really good way to involve them in the homeschool process. I'm going to tell you it's really hard as a mom who does all the hard work of picking out the homeschool choices and programs and curriculum. You've worked really hard. You've foregone personal things that you could purchase so you could purchase the curriculum, and you've made all these sacrifices of time, money, sleep, energy, effort to homeschool your kids because you feel it's the right thing for them. When they come and tell you that they're not happy, that they want to return to public school, it can be really, really hard to hear. It can be heartbreaking. You can feel like all the hard work that you did was not good enough. When I was in that situation a few years ago, the best thing that I can tell you is that I stepped back. Told my child that, you're entitled to feel that way, that I was really sorry, and that I needed a minute or two to process, mostly because my feelings were right here on the surface. And I thought I would say something or do something that I'd regret later. As the adult, we have to do things that we don't always like. And so taking a step back was hard, but it was the right thing. Later, we sat down and got to the root of the problem. And it was that their friends were studying something interesting and they weren't. So we made some changes to the programs, and it was easy as that. It's not always that easy. It can be a multitude of things. So I encourage you that if homeschooling is the best decision for your child, try to find out the why. Why do they want to go back? What is it that they're trying to fix or solve or lacking? And see if you can brainstorm and come up with creative ways to solve that problem together if they're old enough. I guess the question isn't, should my kid go back to public school? But the question should be, what is best for my child? I hope that flip on the question helps you be encouraged and inspired to keep doing what's best for your kids, and provided you a few ideas of what you can do to overcome that. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jen from Practical by Default, Solutions for the Working Homeschool Mom. I'll catch you next time.